So today we're going to talk a bit about the lead up to the Reign of Terror. So, by the late summer of 1789, the National Assembly that had formed out of the Tennis Court Oath, so the combination of the Third Estate and a little bit of the First Estate, was putting the finishing touches on something called the Declaration of Rights of Man and the Citizen. What this did is this helped define a people's rights, and they considered these to be inalienable rights. Rights that people just had, not something that was given to them by a monarch, but something that defined people as having this thing called human rights. So this worked to abolish the traditional privileges of the monarchy, of the clergy, and of the aristocrats. And it sparked struggle because all of those people did not want their privileges to be taken away. And we can actually still see this in France today. Because what the Declaration of Rights of the Citizen did is it declared France to be secular, non-religious. There was no longer to be a state religion. The government was now not governed by uh, religious definitions of what good and bad are, but of philosophical and human rights definitions. And today in France, we still see this in France's national motto: Liberté, Equalité, Fraternité. Liberty, equality, and fraternity. This motto first arose during the French Revolution and hasn't been used continuously since, but it has gone in and out of usage, and it is, in fact, the current French motto and has been for quite some time. So while this is a new and revolutionary thing, and we still see it as part of French nationalism today, because it's part of their civic nationalism, this idea of liberty, equality, and fraternity between all French people, at the time it was completely radical. Nothing like it had been done before. The closest had been the American Revolution, but this even went beyond what the Americans were willing to say. So not everyone was happy about this declaration, and that sparked a lot of violence in the revolution, and eventually that would lead to what we call the Reign of Terror.